grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now, today, we are back for another daily market update. We have a lot of stuff to cover today. We're going to cover HBAR, QNT, XDC. I'm going to talk about a little bit. Another Peter Thiel funded project. We're going to reveal a hidden gem that I think is good because Peter Thiel is funding it, and he does not fund things that lose. I can tell you that. We're also going to talk about a couple NFT projects that I am personally invested in. We're going to cover those at the end. So let's start off with, make sure you follow my Twitter right here. There's my username. Make sure you spell it correctly. And then also follow my Instagram right here. Spell it correctly as well. Now, let's start off with this, actually. We have a lot of good stuff coming out for HBAR right now. HBAR is extremely bullish. The chart is extremely bullish. But the exchange called BitBuy came into my live stream on TikTok and said, should we list HBAR? And I did tell them, yes, you should list HBAR. But speaking of BitBuy, guess what? Speaking of BitBuy, Kevin O'Leary owns the platform WonderFi, okay? WonderFi. It's like a DeFi platform. And they just purchased BitBuy for $162 million in cash shares. I don't know what that means right there. The deal gives WonderFi one of Canada's fastest growing crypto platforms, adding 357,000 new users. So they have just purchased this. They paid with 70 million new shares and 50 million, which is 39 million USD in cash. So this is very, very cool right there. Maybe that's why they said, should we list HBAR? Because, you know, Kevin's in that HBAR, in the HBAR stuff. He's into the HBAR. Now, look at this. BTC, okay? BTC just printed a double green dot thing right here, okay? Green dot and a green dot right there. And so far, on the 4 hour at least, that has been playing out. Bitcoin has been making a little bit of green candles. We can see right here, the last time that happened, we only pumped a tiny bit. Then we were hit with some movement down, right? And then we went up and we got a big short signal. So 4 hour, and then let's look at the daily. We can see we have now touched this thing so many times, okay? These are high Kanashi candles, so keep that in mind. If we change the normal candles, though, we can see we've touched this line, this support area, for so many times. That means it's a very strong level, and there's really nothing to say about Bitcoin. Like, there is nothing to say. What am I going to do? Sit here on the 5-minute chart and show you stuff? It doesn't even apply, because maybe you don't watch the video for an hour. So, this, there's really nothing to say about Bitcoin. We are really just going sideways right now. But I do expect this to maybe come up again and maybe, touch the 50K again, maybe. Now, let's look at the HBAR chart. This is so bullish. So this support area, let me just zoom out here. This support area of what is this? 27 cents to 28 cents, right? This was basically a resistance back at the start of December, which we have now flipped as support. This is what we like to see. You see how this was a resistance? We could not break past that, right? Price couldn't break past that, and we went further down. We even crashed to this 22 support. Now we pumped back up, and we have used this as support 2 times right there, okay? And now we're going up, and we need to break this 34 resistance here. Okay, we need to break this 33. We're almost there. Like, we're about to do it. And on Market Cipher B, this looks amazing. You can see that we're back in the green money flow. I think the 12-hour. Oh yeah, the 12-hour is just amazing. Look at this. So we can see this money flow indicator, right? Boom, we came all the way down. We entered the 4th quarter of money flow, meaning like the ending stage where this circle is rounding out. You always look for these circles in Market Cipher, right? You look for these type of those type of movements. But look at this. We are going into the green money flow heavily right here. Big momentum wave being brewing up right there. So HBAR, I believe it's going to break this. It is going to do something amazing here. Now, QNT as well, doing the snake pattern, just going sideways exactly like Bitcoin kind of. But one thing I do want to show you on the 12-hour here, we can see that this red money flow is clearly in the fourth quarter. So when I mean fourth quarter, you split this whole thing into quarters, and you can see we're in the fourth quarter of that. Like, that is about to trail down. I think Quant is going to see some nice action to the upside very, very soon. That is the 12-hour chart, though. So if we compare that with, like, the 1 hour, which I don't really care about the 1 hour, but we are already in the green money flow for the 1 hour. We spent a couple days in red. Interesting. I don't really care about the short term. Now, let's move on to Anders L right here. So yesterday, a lot of people were thinking that video was FUD when I made the title, This is Not Good for XRP, which was not clickbait. It was not clickbait at all. That HBAR thing was actually not good for XRP. Basically, to clarify what I meant by that is basically HBAR is there's a rising competition for XRP's use case. So there is rising use case competition for XRP. Just that's it. Okay, I'm invested in HBAR and XRP heavily. They're both in the top 5 holdings of my personal portfolio. Like, I'm talking about if the cameras were never on me, I would still be holding what I'm holding. Like, that's how true and authentic this really is. I would be holding everything in my portfolio. I would be holding without the cameras on if I was never on camera or making videos. That's how it is. So, Anders L. Okay, this little thing right here from a part of a speech by David Schwartz really clarifies why XRP does still have advantages. So, he says you need a neutral asset in between different CBDCs or your liquidity will be divided among the N2 pairs of CBDCs, okay? Similarly, if other assets such as securities around the world get tokenized, there's even more need for a neutral asset between multiple CBDCs and possibly a large number of new assets. So the argument is that we actually do need a neutral asset. HBAR would not be the neutral asset, I don't think. In that proof of concept that Standard Bank did, they were just doing a conversion, a stablecoin type of conversion. A central bank is not going to issue a digital asset that behaves like Bitcoin, XRP, and ETH. These are neutral assets that should remain free from single jurisdiction control. CBDC are not going to usurp the role of universal settlement assets. You need a neutral asset going in between CBDCs, serving as a settlement asset across jurisdictions, accepted by all, because everyone accepts that they can't get the whole world to use an asset that they control. This is a fact right here. You cannot get the whole world to use the US dollar as a settlement asset, and that's one reason why you need XRP. Now, Stefan right here points out that on January 24, we have Gary Gensler, who's the SEC chairman. We have Mary Jo White, who is from Ripple right now, I believe. She currently works at Ripple, right? And formerly the SEC. We have William Hinman and Robert Jackson all meeting together at a meeting on the SEC securities regulation. And look what they say. Wednesday, January 26th. Ethics, managing risks in a challenging transactions. Everything you always wanted to know about the securities law, but were never given the chance to ask. Wow. Okay, this is going to be big. If this is live streamed, we will be watching it. If I can, we'll be watching it. So that is pretty crazy right there. That is going to be amazing. We can ask everything we ever wanted, apparently. Now, HBAR service now. For some reason this is brewing up again that ServiceNow is a governing council member, even though I remember covering that 1 month ago when they joined the governing council. But I was sent this. ServiceNow was awarded a 5-year contract with the IRS. So HBAR basically has a layered connection partnership to the IRS because ServiceNow is on the governing council. ServiceNow is using Hedera, and they have a 5-year contract with the IRS. And basically, what it says they're doing is they're accelerating ServiceNow and its partners. That's key. ServiceNow and its partners, Carasoft Technology and Intact Technology, will accelerate the IRS's long-term digital transformation efforts by consolidating 12 legacy systems into a single platform of record. So that's interesting. HBAR literally working with the IRS, kind of. Okay, it's a layered partnership, which means it's HBAR, ServiceNow, IRS. Okay, crazy. Now, let's talk about XDC. We're at 9 cents. I believe that you can expect this to go and try test that 9 cents. Like I'm talking flat 9, 0.09, not 0.095. I think it's going to go test that because there's a level right here of support. We're going to go test that, I think, on XDC. But why I wanted to talk about this is because this dope article came out saying Zinfin's XDC blockchain network, the new Ethereum Killer. So we know everything is the Ethereum Killer. But this is a great article. You can see all of the use cases. There's StoreX, TradeTech, Plugin, LedgerMail, WadsPay, Globiance. Okay, there's many different things. You guys should read this. Link is going to be in the description for that. Now, here's the project you must watch out for because Peter Thiel has funded it, BitDAO. Not going to say too much about this, but watch. Keep an eye on this project. I am keeping an eye on this project. I was told about it, and I was told that Peter Thiel funded it, and it is true. He led a $230 million funding round for BitDAO. Really crazy right there. That might be a long-term gem. Long-term gem. That's what I said. 5 predictions for Bitcoin, NFTs, and the future of money. So we've got some experts here. They are experts, but I like how they put that in the, or Stellar tweeted this out and they put that in the title. So 5 predictions. Let's burn through them. Crypto moves further into the mainstream. I agree. Number 2, NFTs create new ownership opportunities and remix old ones. Yes, agreed. Bigger hacks and bigger ransoms. Yes, I agree. That's going to happen. You'll hear more about stablecoins, of course, and new crypto rules appear on the horizon. Absolutely, right there. 5 predictions. That's how you can see the macro scope of this. Now, let's talk about NFTs right here. The NFT bull run is potentially back on. Okay, NFTs have broken a 4-month downtrend in volume. So we can see the monthly volume here, 4-month downtrend broken. Downtrend means that we're making lower highs. So here's a high, then this one's lower, then this one's lower, then this one's lower. Okay, so we have broken that. Now, this is the reason I'm watching out for some NFTs now. The first one I'm watching out for is the Ozzy Osbourne project. I was in this Discord just checking it out, and it was buzzing. Okay, it was blowing up. So Ozzy Osbourne is releasing crypto bats. So you got to watch out for crypto bats, bro. Just keep an eye. This will probably do well. Okay? Also, go ahead and watch this promo video because it's really well done. The other one I'm watching is the Illuminati NFT. Okay? It's kind of sus, but I'm watching this one. I did buy one of these, okay? I did buy one of these, just to let you know. They are literally trying to create a secret society on the blockchain, which I think is very, very cool. The art is just amazing. Like, this is something, like, you could hang up in your house, right? Like, look at this one. Like, it's really beautiful art. So I'm keeping an eye on that one. Also, one of the things that makes me very bullish is the @truth. Okay, the @truth. This tells me that somebody has a real intention of making this big because they either went and acquired the @truth on Twitter or they already had it, which would be even better if they already had it because that means they're really in with the Twitter wizards. Because if you have @truth on Twitter, @truth on Twitter is worth a lot of money. Probably like 100K, 200K, 300K, possibly. police and thief game. This is my first Avalanche NFT. My first Avalanche NFT, I did buy one of these as well, okay? And I will be buying crypto bats, by the way. So this one is a police and thief game. You can literally stake these and make loot. Keep an eye on this. By the way, none of these are sponsored. By the way, just we need to say that. None of these are sponsored. This is one that I was notified about. Looks pretty good to me. Now, the next one is Psychedelics Anonymous. Take a look at this beautiful art. Psychedelics Anonymous, I bought one as well for a lot of money. Okay, the floor price is already super high, but this is like a blue chip to me. Psychedelic metaverse, I love it. And then we've got non-fungible people. Non-fungible people, I also got one of these. So I'm in all of these, okay, except crypto bats because it's not out yet. But I was notified that this is going to be a big one as well. Non-fungible people. Those are 5 NFT projects. Was that 5? Yeah, that was 5. Those are 5 you should watch out for. Ultimately, markets waiting on Bitcoin to make an extravagant move here. Altcoins are doing good. You know, we didn't even cover altcoins. I just realized that. But let's see. There ain't nothing going crazy today. There's a couple things, but nothing we like. We covered HBAR and Quant. All right. Make sure you follow on Twitter, Instagram, join the Telegram group, and goodbye.
Crawl, steal.